Okay. So I hope you can see the BiKal login screen and all.
Okay, yes, I can see.
Okay.
Okay, I've copied the human tracking folder to my program. Do you want me to activate?
You have copied it to the Eyesoft folder, right?
Yeah, do you want me to activate it?
For activation, it would require an. You have an activation code with you?
What was that?
The activation license, the license code.
Yeah, I have activated the fire detection, and I've done quite a bit of work with it over the past couple of days. There's a few things that I would like to cover, but do you want to get on with the human tracking?
Yeah, see, but the human tracking, as I said the last time, it requires very much, thorough configuration of the chessboards and everything, and it requires the, the camera and everything to be set up at a particular angle.
Yeah.
So, so that will, as I said, like, I'll have to make a demo video or something for that.
Okay then.
Okay. So, even Oscar is with us. He has joined right now, but I think he doesn't have a microphone. So, no problem, Oscar. If you have any queries, you may type down on the chat window. Okay, so let's begin. A very quick go through. Like once we download these files, we have to extract them in the program folder and the security folder, in the Eyesoft folder, and then in extensions. So today I have the advanced detectors, the FAR module, the standard analysis module, and the human tracker. Now, mostly we'll be covering the object counting, the fire detection, and the smoke detection. And we will try for the abandoned object, which comes under the advanced, like the advanced module, advanced detectors. Because even I have the videos, somehow I'm not able to, start the abandoned object properly.
Suzanne?
Yeah?
I could not get to the advanced detectors to download them.
Yeah, because, I haven't given you the links because, even, I'm not very sure about the working of the advanced detectors. So, I shall send you the links. I have files and everything, but, even...
Okay, we'll just go through it then. You will not be, one thing.
Yeah, I'll work on the advanced detectors and then let you know. Basically, the advanced detectors has the missing object and abandoned object. These two modules, and two of them are very simple, like the camera lost the focus, and there is one more. There is one more. I forgot the name. Okay. So let us begin with the training. So first we'll open the settings dialog and we'll configure the channel. So we'll open the channel setting. Okay. If you have an NVIDIA enabled graphic card, okay, you select the NVIDIA decode acceleration, as it would help you to save your CPU resources, and you can offload the the process is to the GPU that's on your graphics card. So all the video would process on your GPU. So let us check the capture source. Today we have the capture source in the format of video file. So like I have already put in the file, like it's named like counter.ass. Then like we'll click on analytics. You click on advanced analytics, and on your screen you need to add an analytic, the module. So click on the add module, and I already have an advanced video content analysis. So I have selected that, and we'll click on event detection. In the event detection, we can add various events. Today I have selected the object counter for counting the car. So, and I have given it the tag as an like a counter. Okay. For object counter, we need to define some lines, like which area to count and for which direction. So for counting from right to left, you have to just click on the image and move your mouse upwards. So it will count from right to left. And if you want to count from left to right, you just have to click and drag it downward so that the arrow would show up from left to right. In case you have an camera set up at an angle wherein you want to, like the view is not from the left to right, it's from top to bottom. So you can select the mouse and drag it from left to right. So the arrow will show up in the upward direction. And similarly from right to left, it will show from downward direction. Today let's set it up from right to left and then left to right. As it's in two-way traffic, we have cars moving in two different directions. So after selecting the counter line, click on object tracker, and it's very necessary to click on apply. Okay. In the object tracker, you don't have to define any lines. The lines would be defined in the event detection. Then select the event handlers and just check the bind the module, the basic event handler. Also, it's very important for the object counting to work. So need to define the video content analysis as well. So click on advanced and click on add, then you will find an option to click to add the advanced video content analysis. Since I have selected it already, so the option is not appearing over here. And like similarly bind the module in the advanced video content analysis and click on apply. Also define the compression. So we'll just check find the compression module, and for the object counter, we don't need to define the event of interest as such. So I have not defined any event. Just click on apply, close the settings, and run the channel. So now the module should start counting the cars. Yeah, so it's counted and the alarm has gone on. So I just put off the alarm. So it's as you can see, I have enabled the tags, so it's just showing the objects, the number of objects which have been counted, like 5 and then 6, 7. There's one more object moving. It is not being counted, but it's out of the line, out of the counter. So that's it with the object counter. Okay. Any questions or?
No, that's straightforward. I would just like the software, that's all.
Sorry?
I would just like to obtain the program.
Okay. So All right. So shall I move on to the next module?
Yeah.
Okay. Oscar, any doubts from your side?
Yeah, no, everything's fine.
Okay, so you have a
It is
microphone,
working. It is very nice.
right? So, okay, let's move on to the second advanced module, which is the fire detection. I've set it up on the channel number 3. So I'll select channel 3, select the capture source. It's the same of a file, a Windows Media URL.
Yeah.
And we'll click on analytics, click on advanced, and click on the add module, and you'll find the fire detector. And once you select the fire detector, just find the module. As such, you don't need to define any other options, but like as Dennis was having some problems, like 2 days back, configuring his fire detection module. Dennis, the distance from the camera and the fire was around 30 meters. Am I correct?
No, the position from the fire was approximately 3 meters.
Okay,
now
was 3 meters.
The fire I set was not center to the focus. That may require that your fire be really center to the iris focus, but it was well in view.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's the day that I set it, there was some light rain appearing, and that was triggering, and also within the field of view of the camera that I used, there were some trees. Now, there was a slight wind blowing, and I fear that was possibly interfering. But, I've no doubt that with a bit of finer tuning, some better results could be obtained.
Yeah. So,
sort of like I'm not giving up on it, but I'm also considering using a much higher quality camera, which is a Pelco camera that I can set to around 25, 29 frames per second. And that may improve things as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. You're familiar with the software. I am just starting with it. Would you agree on that?
Yeah, so, I have a few answers for your questions, like in email. I'll share my email window, okay?
Okay.
So, I hope you can see my email window.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so see, the first two things are the slight rain and the slight movement of trees is triggering the fire detection. So, the answers which I got from my, the developer, okay?
Yeah.
He told me to set the complexity to middle or high. So, and by default we have on low. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's the one
fine.
thing you need to consider.
Yeah, I tried all 3 settings.
Yeah, and sensitivity something less than 60. Not even too high, but something less than 60. Okay. Then you set a fire around 3 meters from the camera. Okay. So
correct.
And you try to the sensitivity from 25 to 50 and from 50 to 90. So the response was it depends on the the amount of the area which the fire covers. Okay. And even there are 2 kinds of fires. One is the yellow color flame and another one is the blue color flame, which we call it as the acetylene burner or something, So the blue color usually won't be detected, as like he mentioned, like a fire from a lighter or cigarette lighter won't be detected.
Yeah, that's
So
understood. The fire was as close as I could make it to your video. I had to have it on my driveway, and it was paper.
Okay, with the paper, so it should be, it must be yellow in
color. It was about the same size as what you used to trigger. I used no accelerants whatsoever.
Okay. So maybe then,
Hello?
Yeah, hi, I can hear you. Yeah, Dennis?
Yes, I lost sound for a moment then. Did you hear what I said about the type of fire?
Yeah, you told me it was a paper fire. You burned a piece of paper without any accelerants, like any gasoline or alcohol or something.
That's right.
Yeah. So, maybe you can try with the complexity as mid or high, because more the complexity, the more the module would, recognize, the more the detection power of the module would increase. The sensitivity should be kept to, less, as it's triggering with the rain as well as the moment of trees.
Okay. Well, as I said in my email, I tried from the low to 50, the high 50 to 90, various settings, and it really had little effect on the whole. And I did try from the low, which was the default, then I progressed to the middle setting, and then I progressed to the high. I went through it quite thoroughly, but really I want to try it again. My weather today is a lot clearer. It is not raining, and I am going to do it with my BiKal camera, as I said. It's not a problem, but the camera should have been okay because it was delivering a recorded of about 9 frames per second, which I would have thought would have been sufficient to detect the fire, the variances.
Yeah. So, the more the frame per second, the better the detection.
Yes, that's what I was assuming. And I wanted confirmation of that from you, and I'm glad that you say that, because anybody that wants this type of program is going to realise that they're not going to be able to run it on a budget camera.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, there would be a lot of problems on a normal average camera.
Yeah.
So, that's what, because that's why we even don't make the modules available on the internet to download it freely, because this requires, the thorough analysis of the cameras and everything. Because if you have a very... Go
I can perfectly understand that, Bhavan.
Yeah. So...
That's a good policy, really.
Yeah. So, even the additional points which you mentioned is like the fire detection, you need to have a CIF resolution or higher with 20 frames per
I've
second.
got high resolution.
Okay, you have a high resolution, right?
Oh, I can go, I've got a BiKal that's 2 megabits.
Okay, that would be great.
It's exceeding HD.
Okay, that's great. Just make sure, one more thing, like if you have a very high megapixel camera, make sure your compression settings are not set on low. It should be at least more than the 512 kilobits per second or more. Because
well, the one that I'm going to use next is a camera that's round about 800 by 6.
okay.
Hold on, I must answer the telephone just briefly.
Yeah, surely.
Hello. Hi. 120 bucks. Okay, could you call Simon about that? Yeah, you know his number? Yeah. Okay, give him a call because I'm in the middle of a meeting over the internet. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay.
Then it's okay. So, because it's also very important, like, if you have a good resolution camera and your compression modules are set on very low, because ultimately the video would be analyzed when it comes to, it goes through the compression module of the software. After passing through the compression module, then only it will get analyzed. So, I don't want that the quality, some compromise on the quality. So that
yes, I can understand that, and virtually I put the cameras at 100%. Don't have any compression whatsoever.
Yeah, but just these all the analytics and everything requires a very very efforts of trial and errors and everything, because it's related with various things like the compression module, the capture source, the camera quality, the clarity of the videos, and there are various parameters which need to be, there is nothing as such a straightforward kind of thing, like, you have to do this and it will follow. So it all needs to be, how compatible the things are, how the things.
Yes, I can fully understand that, Sivan.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it at the moment.
Okay, if you want, you can answer.
Fine. Okay, so go ahead, please.
Okay, so, yeah. Shall I continue?
Okay. Fine. Okay. I'm okay. Sorry about that.
Google.
Yeah.
The system we can write to detect the rain like smoke or fire, right?
I didn't get you clearly, but are you talking it can detect only fires?
Yes, for fire outdoor. Because we have trained, we have a project to do this in the forest to detect fire.
Okay. See, for your question, I have the answer over here.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, fire should be something with the red color or the yellowish kind of flame.
Yeah.
Okay. And, the materials which are combustible, with the oxygen, so the oxidizing flame, what we call, the yellow color flames are basically called as the oxidizing flame. And the blue color one are the other kind of flames, the reducing flames. So, it should be an oxidizing flame, and generally, the fires and things which happen in the houses or in the warehouses or in the jungles or some regions, they are usually the oxidizing flames.
Okay.
So, the flame should be of that type. Let's say if you have some chemical storage thing or something, wherein the flame would be a reducing flame, which would be a blue in color, and most likely it won't be detected unless it makes a fire which is the oxidizing. Let's say the chemical spills and it, there is some wooden things over there and the wooden things start getting burned. That time it will be detected.
And we can do the detection in the large area.
Sorry?
If you have a big area, you can do the detection at the
it depends upon how large is the fire which appears in the camera. Okay. Let's say like the camera is facing a very wide angle region, and the fire is comparatively very small. So then it won't get detected. It should be around it should be around 30 or 40% of the the area of the camera.
Yeah.
The view, like the image of the camera. That time it will be detected properly.
Okay.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Okay. Dennis?
Yeah?
Okay. You are done with the call?
Yeah, that's fine. I have no questions so far.
Okay. So, yeah, you are done with the fire thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Even the where this module would work properly, it would be like in the indoors, where in like a warehouse or an exhibition hall or a car park, an indoor park, and outdoor would be a square or garden area or a community center or something like where these things are like not in direct sunlight or on the too much heavy, like on the very bright place or something, so that would be for the outdoor. And even Oscar had a doubt, if the smoke detector, if there is an fog or something, then definitely if you have a smoke detector, then it would raise an false alarm, because of fog and smoke appears somewhat, similar in the camera. So,
yes, I can understand that.
Yeah. So, okay. So, that's for the fire and smoke. So, I'll quickly go through the settings. Let's just click on add and add the fire detector. Bind the module.
Just one moment. Then you will be sending that email reply back to me, will you?
Yeah, I'll be forwarding the email to you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, that email, I just received it, like hour or and a half back. Something.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay. And, okay, in fire detector, we have this, the masking the regions, but, somehow it's not showing on my laptop today. I don't know why, I had just formatted and maybe some driver issues or something. So, you can mask the region if you want to ignore. You don't want the fire detector to, capture, means to analyze those parts. So you can just mask the region as similar to the normal basic motion detector. The detection interval by default is kept to 50 milliseconds. The sensitivity, as discussed, we can, it needs to be something less than 60 for an outdoor region. And the complexity depends how the amount of fire and, how large is the fire. So just add we added the fire detector. We'll click on event handler, click on the basic and just find the module, because the basic event detector has the fire detection within itself. But remember, for object counting, we had used the advanced view, and then we added the video content analysis, as we wanted to print the results on the screen, or else it would have occurred you need to analyze the video later on. then it will show the counting. But to show the counting on the screen, we added it in the advanced event handlers. Similarly, like in the previous one, just set the compression. Find the compression module, click on apply, close all the settings, and we'll run the channel. Okay. Let's wait for the fire to happen. Okay, so it's showing that in this region there is an some event occurring, like which is the fire detection for the particular channel. Okay, as the fire goes on increasing, the detector also would keep on changing its position and size. Okay, that's it. That was the end of video. That's why it just stopped. The alarm is still on, indicating that there was a fire event. Okay, and I'll stop this channel to prevent the future alarms. Okay, let's go quickly for the smoke module as well. Click on the channel settings, capture source, the smoke module set on the channel 4. I have this video for the smoke, so that's why I've selected the source as in Windows Media file, and click on analytics, click on advanced, click on add module, click on smoke detector, click OK, bind the module, and click apply. Even over here we have the similar settings as that of the fire detector, but we don't have the complexity level in the smoke detector, as the smoke would always remain, in the, dense white color thing. So, we don't have the complexity low, medium and high. We just have the sensitivity. So it's, by default it's kept on 50. We'll bind the module, click apply. If you have an NVIDIA CUDA acceleration graphic card, you can select that, the checkbox, and it will show up your the graphic card name over here. As I don't have, it's just showing me the CPU. If you have a card, it will go in GPU over there. Click on event handlers, click on bind module. Make sure that the smoke detector also has the module bounded. Click on compression, bind the module, click on apply. Okay. And then finally run the channel. So over here also it would be the similar rectangle detector would be showing the fog. We have the smoke over here, so the alarm has gone on and it's showing the region where the smoke is found, where it can detect the smoke. Okay. Yeah. I'll stop the channel and stop the channel and stop the alarm. Okay, that's it with the smoke detector. Okay. Now let's go through some of the more advanced analytics, which are found. The fire and smoke comes as an integrated package. It comes under the one module. The object counter comes under the standard video content analysis module, which is the standard analysis. And the advanced analysis module contains the abandoned object detector, then camera lost focus detector, missing object detector, and scene change detector. So if you have the camera moves away from a particular scene, then it would show, it will just show an alarm that the scene has changed. Okay, let us try for the abandoned object. I'll click on capture source. I'll check the URL. It's somewhere over here. Yeah. Actually, this video, is it's been made by me. So I think, there is too much of white background that's causing some problem or something, because the abandoned object is not getting detected. Over here also we have the masking the regions and the simple settings of the detection sensitivity. So I added the abandoned object module. Click on apply. Go to event plus. Make sure the module is bounded under the basic module, basic event handlers. Click on compression, bind module. We'll add an event of interest, which is abandoned object. Click on apply. Close the settings. Run the channel. This is a long video of 2 or 3 minutes. So wherein the first 30 to 40 seconds would show a white color background and then an object would be placed. It should detect that the object has been abandoned and kept over here. Somehow this is not working with this video, I guess. I'll have to make another video for this. No, it's not working. Okay, let's go for another module. I'll select channel 5. I'll select analytics. Add module. We'll select missing object. Click on apply. And I'll go to capture source. I'll add the source as the video file. I'll copy the name. Missing object. It's the same video, but just encoded in the reverse format. So it will show the object initially, but not later on. We bind the module. Click on apply. That's the detection area. We'll select the region. It's not showing up over here, but let's hope that the region has been marked. Similarly, add the event handler and missing object. Bind the module. Click on apply. Event operation. Click on apply. Let's add an event of interest. Missing object. Click on apply. Run the channel. Oh, I'm sorry, channel 5. Initially the object would be present and then later on it would disappear. Oh, it's not running. maybe this is the alarm is not triggering because like I can see the image is shaking too much. It's not stable. The object has gone missing, but it's not raising an alarm. So, I need to work on either on the videos or I need to figure out the problem. But mostly the setting and everything would remain similar. There's no like different configurations for missing object or an abandoned object. Let us the scene change and the lost focus are very simple. They are just like similar. You just need to add the detector and just add and tag so that if the camera loses the focus, it will show the focus has been lost. And also for the scene change, similarly add a tag and select the sensitivity. Okay. The other things which are remaining is the human tracking, which are like, it would require a complete demonstration video to be made, with the cameras, with the location of the cameras and it would be very much difficult to explain on the WebEx. So, for that, you may refer to the guide which has been provided, and, if you have an access to the chessboard or something, you may set the points and everything. Basically you need to define the ellipses and the object size and all. So that's it for the detectors, the advanced modules. Currently, I'm unable to show you the missing object plus the abandoned object. I'll try to make another video sometime, and mostly if that happens, I would send you the recorded videos, and you may try, just configuring on your system as well. Okay. And okay, so let me show you the email triggering. You were saying the email was not getting triggered on your account.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, Dennis?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So once you define the module, let's say the fire detector and all the settings, and click on event handler, and make sure you have the event handler activated of the fire detection.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go on advanced.
The alarm bell was ringing and the screen was showing that it had detected movement. Although it wasn't fire, it was rain, etc., and the trees aren't moving.
Yeah, it was a false alarm, but it should give you an email. Although
yes, that's what I would have expected. Because
yeah, you would have
whether it was a
expected
false alarm or a positive.
Yeah. So, you need to, in the event handlers, okay, so once you bind the basic modules of the fire detection, click on advanced, and click on add module, then email notifier, click on OK.
That's what I did.
Click on event settings, okay, add the event, which is of fire detection, click on OK, that's the fire detection. If you have any tags or anything defined, okay, for the fire detection, you may add the tag of interest and some name, but usually it's not required as such. We'll bind the module, click on apply, we'll check the email address, we'll just check it right away. Sorry. My ID has been changed. That's email from and display name, email to. Okay. Can I use your email ID, Dennis?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Just let me.
That's Dennis, D-E-N.
Okay. Yeah. Please spell it out. DENIS.
F-I-F-E. F for France, I. F for France, E for Egypt.
It's DENIS, right?
Yeah, correct.
N.
F for France.
Okay. F.
I
I.
for India.
Yeah. I for India,
F for
right?
France.
Okay. Yeah, I have the.
E
Okay.
for Egypt.
Okay.
At
Okay. I just
At,
copied.
yeah,
Okay.
you can go.
Yeah, I
At,
just copied from here.
yeah, okay.
uh,
It can be easier.
yeah. Because I think the voice is
That's right.
cracking. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just making sure there are no additional spaces on both the side.
That's okay.
And I use the SMTP server email dot. org default port. I require an authentication. org password. Okay. I won't select the SSL because if I select the SSL, then I need to change the SMTP server ID as
That's
well.
fine.
I'll just
I
keep it on
understand all
default.
that.
Okay. And I'll just add the default subject, the encoding and everything, and attach the image. I click on apply, and then I attach the SMTP account. Okay, it failed.
Yeah, I was getting connection when I set mine up. The test was coming back okay.
Here we have the port 26.
Yes, Oscar?
You have an error in the port for the SMTP server.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I missed one C. Okay, yeah.
You put 25.
Thanks, Oscar. Yeah, it's itcctv.org. Yeah. Okay, test succeeded. And you click on apply. Similarly, the compression modules and everything are bounded. I'll close the settings. I'll run the fire detection. Stop this channel. And let's hope this triggers the email. Okay, I'll just check the log. So that even I'll come to know that the email has gone or not. Okay, where is the log. Okay, log. Okay, it's a new recording. Dennis, can you please check your email? Like, did you
I'm doing
receive an
so.
email?
Not so far, but the servers may take a little while to synchronize.
Okay.
Not so far.
Okay. Over
Well,
there, I'll
continue
put.
on. I'm sure if your log set was sent, that it will. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just. Okay. Sorry. It's here. I'll send it to my ID. It's the,
Yeah, okay.
okay. We'll just run this thing again, and so that I'll move on to the. I'll just show you the new module which is coming up. That's of the mobile SMS. So just like the email, if you have a modem device and or an USB device connected, like the normal, which works on the mobile network. So, it will be able to send you the SMS on your mobile device also. Okay. Yeah, I got this. Okay, this was the email notifier test. And I have received one more email.
Yeah, I still haven't received the email.
It might have happened that it might have gone to your junk folder or something.
No, I've checked the junk folder, but it could be through my ISP filters, which I would have to check later on.
So, as you can see, like, I have this email with subject, what we defined, and it's showing the event occurred at the so and so time, according to my time zone,
Yeah.
and with a screenshot. Okay. Till this alarm continues, I think it will just keep on sending emails. Let's see. It's just spamming my account. So I'll stop the channel. So it's sending all the emails. It's asking the maximum number of files. Till the event goes on.
Why this is not present in the alarm message?
Sorry.
Sorry, Oscar, didn't get you clearly.
Why this alarm is not in the manager?
Not the manager?
Yes, the alarm manager, that fire detection won't appear.
Also, can you please, type it down on the chat window?
Yes.
Yeah, the voice is breaking. On the alarm manager.
Yes, that list, where is all the alarms, everything happened.
The The alarm manager is the alarm indicator. Are you talking about the indicator?
Yes.
Yeah, it goes on, right? This goes, like the alarm, the light goes on, you know, it goes in.
Yes, but we have a report, a plate where all that alarm will be reported, right?
Because you know, an event has occurred, so that's why this alarm goes on. That's why we see a red color thing, the red color alarm icon.
Yes.
So because there's some kind of activity happening in this, you know, like as you have defined the fire, you know, you have kept the fire detector. So it's showing that, you know, the fire detector and the fire has been detected on the particular channel, which is channel 3. Because if you have like around 16 or, you know, maybe more channels showing up on your screen, and, you know, let's consider there are too many videos going on over here. So it would be difficult for you to, you know, like judge from, you know, from where the alarm is coming. So that's why the alarm indicator goes red in color. Okay. So as said, like we have the one more new module coming, which is the mobile SMS module. For that, it's not an advanced analytic module. It's an extension in the application modules found in the settings dialog box. So you have to just select the mobile SMS, bind the module.
For this mobile SMS, we need some special model?
It has a, you know, a USB stick, you know, like I'm not sure, like it's available in either Europe or New Zealand. I mean, it's like I've never seen.
Yes, because I don't see this option.
Okay. The mobile SMS thing, it's coming up with the new version of Eyesoft.
Okay.
You know, like this is all under the testing. You know, like currently it's under the.
And that is very important. It is a very good feature.
Yeah. So, you know, after successful testing, you know, even it would be available in the normal downloads, which is on the website.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'll just quick show you the mobile SMS. Like, as default, you need to bind the module. Whenever you connect your device to send the SMS, okay, it's usually you know, it shows on the COM port. Even if it's an USB device, it would show on the COM port. Maybe the number would increase to like 20 or 25 or something, or 10 or 15 or something. You know, currently I don't have any devices attached on my system, so by default it's showing from 1 to 4. Okay, but make sure that you have the devices properly configured for the COM port. Okay, this is the baud rate. So it's default 192. This is in, you know, like bits per second. So it's approximately 192 kilobits per second. So over here you can select the baud rate. It doesn't really matter as such, but it's the speed at which the device and your machine and your PC would communicate. So by default it comes to 192 kbps. The timeout, so that, you know, if there is any delay in the network, the message is not going, or the device is not found on your system. So after 300 milliseconds, all the attempts to send the SMS would be stopped. Okay, and you need to enable. So, you know, I don't have a communication device, so it's showing an error. And you need to, as you define the email address to whom to send, you define the address, you define the mobile number over here. So it could be your 10-digit mobile number, or else if you want to send an internal number, then you need.
You only can put one number?
you can put, you have to put the number. You know, the normal characters won't work. See, I am pressing the button A, B, C, D, the alphabets are not working. It will only accept from 1 to 9. And
yeah, but only one.
The body of the message, like the predefined text. No, not yet. Not yet. It's restricted only till one number. Even because the separator won't take, like in the email we have, if you give the comma or a semicolon, it takes the, it gives you an option to add second address. But over here it won't take the semicolon. So it would just take the mobile number and the body of the message, like the fire or something. Similarly, you can test send for the first time to make sure like everything works fine, and send the message number of times. So if you want to, if you are not sure, like in the first go, in the first time the message would be delivered to your mobile, and you can try 3 or 4 times, or maybe more. These are the international character support, the standard defined by the mobile devices, which is UCS2, and request immediate display alert. I'm not sure about this thing, but maybe like the message goes on the like in the high priority state or something, just as we define for the email, like it's the important. We define we flag the email as important or the normal. So maybe it's for that setting. And these settings, this is the maximum number of rows to display. By default it's 1000. So that's the mobile SMS module. So once you define the module, you can go to the channel settings. In our case, we'll go to fire detection. We'll click on event handler. We'll click on advanced, and let's hope it. Okay, it's not appearing over here. Yeah. Nope. Maybe I'm going wrong somewhere. Yeah. Okay, it's not. Yeah. I think I'm missing some of the settings. But yeah, I'll let you know very soon as soon as this comes out of the testing phase. So that's the additional module. And you will have one more module, which is the megapixel video zoom. So that if you have a megapixel video camera, you can zoom in so that the image quality. What happens currently is if you zoom in the normal camera, okay, so the zoom happens in the digital zoom format. So the image is not very clear. So with this module, you can set up the camera and you can zoom in so that the image it makes use of your megapixel camera, so that image quality is of higher quality. So
okay, so that you're doing smoothing of the pixelization.
Yeah, the pixelization, at the when we we right click and zoom in. I'll just show you, like if you want to zoom it on this region, I'll just right click and drag. It would show me the zoomed image, and this is the original image over here, the original video.
Yeah.
So for that we are adding this new module. If you have a see now, you can see the the blurring of the image on the edges. So that would help not to blur the image, but clear it to show up the high quality picture.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah, and even we have one more setting, like additional column added over here. Maybe you must have noticed it in when I started the Eyesoft. Like what we face usually the problem is and everything. You want to screen, okay? You can view the 16 channels, but that requires a very the amount of graphic power plus your processor power. So just in case if you don't require any live viewing, but you are just recording and you want to view the the alarms or the events which are occurring, okay, then you can, this is the new tab added, the channel state view. So it will show up all the currently enabled channels. So I have channel 1 to 5 enabled as I have the sources and everything defined. You can pop out the channel. This shows the storage capacity available, and in case any alarm occurs, it will show up over there. Let us fire alarm. So it's showing that the channel is currently running. It's recording. You can just pop out the channel so that you can quickly view the channel. And when an alarm goes on, it will show this region would be highlighted. So this would save the video power. See, so now you easily come to know that there is event occurring at channel 3, and just a quick view at the channel so that it's on fire. You can stop the alarm over from here. You can stop the channel also from running from here. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So you have access to all the 64 channels. So it's divided from 1 to 32 and 33 to 64. And if you don't have any, if you lose the connectivity or thing, usually it used to show a blank screen, but this time it will show up an image, like the camera disconnected or something. Let's say, let's configure some channel. Okay, let's skip this for the name over here. Okay. Okay, it's not showing up the image, but it will show an image instead of a blank screen, if you have configured the channel. So that's it. It's coming up with the new release of Eyesoft, and mostly it should come, if the tests and everything are successful, it will come up very soon. Okay, any doubts or any questions?
No. The email has not arrived in my inbox, but I think my ISP has filtered.
Okay. See, it even gave me another email because I was showing you the demo of the channel view state.
Yeah, that's what I'd like. Just the same user name, but at hotmail.com.
Fox.
Dennis Price.
FX, right?
Hotmail.com.
Okay,
let's try that.
email from and email to.
Leave the email from exactly the same and just change the...
It's .com, right?
Correct. Hotmail.
HOT?
Yeah,
Is this correct? Yeah.
correct.
Okay, I'll just change the name
Okay.
because or else it would go in spam or something. I'll put your name.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let me test so that it will show up in inbox that there is a test happening. Click on apply. Maybe, did you set the port number for your email?
Yes, I
Like,
did. I had, I can't remember the port, 465 was my
Yeah, that's
email
right.
port. Yeah.
Okay, if you keep 465, so it works under the SSL. So,
Yeah.
you need to even enable this checkbox.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, there might be some other settings as well.
Yeah.
So, okay.
The test emails went through fine, but it was the actual event that was failing to get through.
Okay, so you received the test email on the previous day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. When I set it up, the test emails went through perfect. Okay.
Okay.
But when the events were false alarm triggered, they did not transmit.
Okay, so similar thing, like did you add the event of fire detection as
Yes.
I showed you?
Yes.
In the email notifier, you need
Yes.
to add the fire detection. Also
Yes.
enable it in the basic module.
Yes.
Okay. And like your settings seems to be all fine and it should
Yeah,
have-
that's what
okay.
surprised me.
Okay. 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 Let's run this channel. But let's see if you get any emails this time from my ID to your Hotmail ID.
Okay.
Did you receive the test email on your Hotmail ID right now? Means, like the one I
Let's
did.
have a look.
Okay, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. We have the event.
Hotmail is usually fairly fast.
So
Still no.
not even the test email till now.
No, not yet.
Okay. Maybe you can check your junk folder.
Yeah, it's not there. Let me actually set up, I'm just connecting direct through the web to my Helpmail account.
Okay. In the meantime, Oscar, do you have any questions? Oscar? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, did you get the email? Either
Yeah.
in junk or spam folder?
I just got it.
Alright.